Oh, that's because I stopped moving. Not because the camera froze. Boom. Okay, so bang, bang, boom. Get the laundry. Ou de her, as the French say. Got the velvet hat on because Cam messed up the first round real good. I'm going to split this video in half again because the French Open, I was going to do it after day 1 and day 2 like last time, but the weather was all poopy. So I had to, that's on. So I had to just postpone the other video because it was going to be even more confusing than my videos already are. So I decided to just wait until the whole thing was over, film half of it tonight. I think it's before midnight. I don't know. Might be the day of the matches. Who knows? Either way, it's going to get uploaded after midnight. Burp? Nope. Nothing. Okay, so without further ado, I got 36 of the potential 64 matches correct. Good job, Cam. That's terrible. That's a 9 out of 16 ratio. Perfect. So yeah, each quarter I only got... No, never mind. I don't want to get into that because I'm not in the right mindset for that. So, we are going to... Hello, loud noises near the microphone. We're going to get into just quick results because it was baloney. I got a lot of these wrong, so I'm not really going to talk about them. I'm mostly just going to talk about the next round of matches, and while I'm talking about them, I'm going to talk about the last round. Alright, so here we go. We have Bublik against Sonego. Bublik took out Monfils in straight sets, was pretty crazy. And Sonego had a tough 5-setter against Gomez, so I have it going Bublik. But, I mean, it could go either way. Bublik's ranked 49, Sonego's 46, so it is a tough, close match. But I like Bublik. He's a good player. To take out Monfils, Monfils wasn't really in his best element, but it was still Monfils, a tough player to play against, and there's no crowd, so he doesn't really feed off anything, but he's still kind of hard to play against. Then next, it's Albert against Taylor Fritz, and Albert did take out Jordy Thompson from Australia. That was a perfect accent. And Taylor Fritz was in a weird 5-set match against Makash, I think that's how you say it. Taylor Fritz is ranked 27th, though, and Albert is only 79. Albert took Thompson out in straight sets 6-2, 6-4, 6-1. And that's pretty nuts, because Thompson, I didn't write down what he's ranked. Nope. Oh, 55. Nice, good job. So he's pretty high ranked, but against Taylor Fritz, 27, it's going to be a different style of play, different match. I think Taylor Fritz will be able to bring a level of play that Albert didn't see against Thompson. So at least 5 sets, but I think Taylor Fritz will take it. At least 4 sets, sorry. Can't be more than 4. 5. Then you have Norbert Gombos against Jurij Radionov. I think it's just Jury, but there's a J at the end, so Jurij. Radionov is 169 and took out Jeremy Chardy, and he's a Frenchman and pretty highly ranked, I think. I don't have his ranking down, darn. But he took him out in 5-set. The first set to go over. The French Open doesn't have a 5th set tiebreak. It just has continuous play, like Wimbledon used to. I think Wimbledon changed. Either way. So Rodionov took it 10-8 in the 5th set. So his legs are going to be shot. He definitely looked not tired. I don't like. I think I might be thinking of the dominant team match a little bit, but he was slower. His serve had dropped a little bit. So going into Gombos, who took out Cilic, which I didn't see. I forgot that the French Open is done on the Tennis Channel, and you need Tennis Channel Plus to watch more than one match at a time. And I have TSN up here, which does give me 2 matches at a time, but it's usually the same match. It's on Tennis Channel, and the other one is it kind of bounces back and forth. So I don't always get to see all the matches. I usually only get to see 1 or 2 every few hours. But Gombos took out Cilic. If Cilic was playing well, like he was at the U.S. Open, then it'll be easy for Gombos, especially since Rodionov should be tired. But if Rodionov brings any of the game he saw against Chardy, it should be close, maybe. But yeah, still Gombos taking it. Oh, good. Then you have Giustino against Diego Schwartzman, and I think Diego Schwartzman is definitely going to win that because Giustino's a qualifier, ranked 157, and he had against Corentin Moutet, who I had Moutet taking it. If you watched the last video, it was a 5-set match. This was the 3rd one I think that went beyond. Yeah, 3rd one. No, 2nd one. It was so long. Moutet could not hold his serve. He would break Giustino every time, and then just would never hold. And then Giustino finally held. Finally held and then broke Corentin's serve. It's so nice. For Giustino to finally end it. But it was 18-16, so his legs are going to be out. Diego Schwartzman is all about legs. He's a 5'7", 5'6" player. So he's all about the run game. He seemed like he played well against Kecmanovic, but again, I didn't see it. He won 6-love, 6-1, 6-3. So who knows what it was like, but assuming that he played at the level the score represents, then it's probably going to be pretty easy for Schwartzman. Stan Wawrinka blew Andy Murray away. Like I said, easy peasy. Boom. I could call that match all day. Murray, I dislike on the court. Off the court, he seems like a nice guy, and whatever. Like, outside of tennis, not... That's what I should have said. Because in the interviews, he's still kind of a prick, and I hate him. But, it's raining. But, he was a lame duck. Stan Wawrinka took him out. It was awesome. I did get to see that match. Then you have Wawrinka playing against Koepfer? Koepfer. German. Koepfer, I think. Ooh, Stan is ranked 16th. Koepfer is 66th. And Koepfer played against Huang, a wild card. And it was a 4-set match. I think Stan has the edge in that one. I'm just going to move the microphone there just because I think it might now fall, but it was at a weird angle. So I have Wawrinka taking it over Koepfer. The next one is Gaston, who played against Janvier, another Frenchman. Gaston's ranked 238, and he gets to play against Nishioka, who Nishioka played and beat Felix Auger-Aliassime. Didn't get to see that match. That was pretty upsetting. Felix Auger-Aliassime ranked 21, lost in straight sets, 7-5, 6-3, 6-3 to Nishioka. Nishioka is ranked 52, so not crazy. Miss Scuzzi. So not super crazy, but still pretty big upset. The first round was, I don't even like saying full of upset, but there were quite a few upsets this round. And then, anyway, Gaston played Janvier. That was a Janvier, I don't know, French. They were both outside of the 200s, and Gaston took it in straight sets. So it could be a tight match, just because they both have fresh legs, and Nishioka was a little. No, Nishioka might be bringing a game in this one, so this could be a quick match actually for Nishioka. Now that I think about it. Casper Ruud against Tommy Paul. I don't know why I don't have this checked off. Casper Ruud has been playing really well, and Tommy Paul also playing well, but Casper Ruud just played against Sagita, beat him really quickly, 6-1, 6-3, 6-1. And Tommy Paul did also win quickly in a 6-3, 6-2, 6-3, 6-2 match against Duckworth. I forget his name, first name. But he's Australian. Something Duckworth. I just like his last name. But Tommy Paul, lowly ranked, hasn't been playing a lot of ATP, like I said in the last US Open videos. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. It'd be cool to have a 4, maybe 5 set match, but Casper Ruud has just been blowing people away until he hits the upper echelon of players, if you will. The like Carreño Busta, Bautista Gut. I was gonna say Auger-Aliassime, but looks like he's kind of shaky on clay, maybe. Or like a Nadal, someone at that higher caliber. Caliber. My God, whoa, bro, my computer flipped off, and I guess I triggered a seizure or something. Wow, Casper Ruud, I do have taken it, though I don't know what that match is going to be like. If Ruud's still on, it could be 3 sets. Tommy Paul might take the first set. I don't see him really pushing a late fight. He seems like a all or nothing kind of player, so he'll show it all in the first set or two. So that's that match going to Ruud. Then Jack Sock called that, took out Riley Opelka, the big man, in 3 sets, 6-4, 6-4, 6-3. That was pretty good. Opelka's a big server. I don't know how he plays on clay, but he might not move so well because it does rely on a lot of ankle and knee. So not the best for 6'11" players, or 7 foot tall if he really is lying to people. Jack Sock played really well, and then he's going against Dominic Thiem, who they both have super spinny, powerful forehands. So if Jack Sock is able to utilize his shot well, it could be close. I think Thiem, so long as he does have his legs back from the U.S. Open, because he was kind of waddling, and so that's got to come back. If he hits like a 4 or 5 set match, his legs are going to be. I think we'll see another one of those in this tournament since it's so close. But I think Sock won't be able to really hit that level quite yet. I kind of flattened at the U.S. Open, and he really he plays well on hard court. I don't know how well he does on clay necessarily. I think he did well at that Davis Cup though, but the U.S. didn't go very far, so it's kind of hard to gauge that. I haven't seen him play too much clay. So Dominic Thiem taking it, just not too sure how long of a match. Then you get down to Alexander Zverev. Oh man, Alexander Zverev plays against Pierre-Hugues Herbert, who I don't know why I actually bet on Michael Mo beating Pierre-Hugues Herbert. I know Herbert's been playing a lot of doubles, but I don't know. Momo didn't even play that well at the U.S. Open. It's just Mo, M-M-O-H. I'll say it every time. Momo. So, Herbert beat Momo in straight sets, 3-2-3. Then Zverev took on Denis Novak and beat him in straight sets. The only real challenging set was the first set, 7-5, 6-2, 6-4 for Zverev. So I think Zverev's going to take this one pretty easily, just because, again, I don't think Herbbert's been playing too much doubles, but he's ranked 78th. Zverev is 6th. It shouldn't be too bad. Then you go Londero and Marco Cecchinato, who, again, forgot. Oh, not again. I forgot that I did not already tell you this, because I realized this after making the draw assumptions. Marco Cecchinato, is a former Roland Garros semifinalist back in 2018. So he's pretty solid. He just had an injury, I think, that took him out for a while, or he just took a year off. I don't know why. But he has a gap where he wasn't playing, dropped rank. Now he's on his way back up. He's ranked 110, took out Deminor in straight sets. Really upsetting. But again, tough first round. He bageled him. 6-love in the last set. It was crazy. Deminor, great player. Either way. He's playing against Londero, who beat Delbonis. That was upsetting. Even though Londero is the higher rank, Delbonis is a really solid clay player. I didn't get to see the match, but that one did go to beyond a 5th set. That was the second one to go beyond 6 games in a 5th set. Sorry, my knee kind of hurts, and I just stretched it out all the way. Oh, that's going to stay there for a minute. So, it was 14-12 in the 5th set. Wow. Londero ranked 69, Cecchinato 110. I got Cecchinato taking it just because he's comfortable. He's been there before, recently too. So I think he's got it. We'll see how it goes. Then Benoit Paire took out Kwan from who knows where. I didn't write that down. But he gets to play against Correa, who played, I think it's Federico Correa, who played against Zheng, who I said was an independent nations person, but he's not. He's from Chinese Taipei, which just uses the Olympic rings for, I can't quite remember, or maybe there's an extra ring. Can't really remember, but it looks very much like the Beijing Olympic Games independent nations flag. So sorry, but he's a Chinese Taipei. They used a different flag on the TV version when I saw him, and I was like, what the hell is this? And it was that. So that's what happened. So, but either way, he's going to lose to Benoit Paire. Not him, sorry, he lost already to Correa, who is going to lose to Benoit Paire. But Zheng and Correa met in the U.S. Open, and the same result, Correa won. Too bad for Correa, though. He is ranked 98th to Benoit Paire's 23. Could be close, just because I think Correa is actually oddly lowly ranked. I don't know why he's down at 98. I think he's been up higher before. But Benoit Paire still shouldn't have too much of an issue. He's pretty solid on clay. Slidey player. Then you got Bouncy. Don't know his first name. He won in 4 sets against the many-voweled Ruud, Finnish man. Ruud could not hold it, lost in 4 sets. And, whoa, Bonzi is only ranked 226, a qualifier for this round. It's going to be crazy. That's what I'm saying, a lot of upsets this round. This round. Then, I have the opposition of Bonzi, Sinner. He is going to win because he played David Goffin, and David Goffin did not look. That was the opening match, and it was terrible. David Goffin did not look like David Goffin. I feel really bad because of how big of a jinx I am to the. He could have paid for the pizza, yeah. After saying that my knee hurts, yeah. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Ta-da! Okay, so, you're like, whoa, what happened? What was that craziness? Also, you can see the mic for once. Oh no, I hit it down. You probably haven't even seen the mic before. This is the mic. You put your name's Michael. It's actually Michelangelo. He went to school in Portland. There we go. So, there, I don't even know where I left off. Oh, that's why I moved my leg like that. Okay. Now I see. Stupid cam. Shouldn't have gone over the table. Should have gone around. My SD card ran out. That is where I should have said this. SD card ran out, so I had to just change things around. Get a new SD card in there while I upload the old videos. So there's going to be a fun little cut in there. Yay, so fun, so exciting. Don't fall. Thanks. Cecchinato, Korea, I said. Sinner. That was the last one I was talking about. Sinner took out Goffin. It's a really nice match, but again, first round of the tournament, awful match to open up with. Goffin lost straight sets. Did not look like the giant killer. I looked like, that's what it is. I am the biggest jinx. I talk about David Goffin being a giant killer. Gets the axe right away. And it was the first match I watched, or the only match I watched, really, from start to finish. So it was not a good start for me. Then I talked about, I should have written these parts down, but a lot of the ones that I got wrong. Oh, I talked about Seppi being a really good clay player. He lost pretty quickly to Korda. Fanini, I was super excited about, talked him up. He lost. Monfils, he lost, talked him up. The second half of the first round was better. Not good, but better, as you picked up from the getting 36 right out of 64. You know, not that great. Anyway, I'll get back to the matches. I'll try not to jinx anyone else, but I'm pretty excited about some of these matches. Sinner, I do have beating Bonzi, though. Just because Bonzi's ranked 226 in a qualifier. Sinner is still pretty young. I think he's 19. But he looked really solid, even though he was kind of weakening up towards the end of the third set. If Bonzi does have any experience going like 4 or 5 sets, he might be able to win if he can take an early set. But I think Sinner showed more skill. Kukushkin took out Fabio Fognini. Very upsetting. Fognini was ranked 14th, Kukushkin 88. So, really upsetting. But Kuku is pretty good on clay. And pretty low. I think he's been way higher than 88 before. I'm not sure how high. I should have written that down. But he's a solid player. Really tough opening round, again, as I've said. But he faces Pedro Martinez Portero is his full name. The Spaniard, ranked 105, is a qualifier, who took out Vukic. Forget where he's from. But he's also a qualifier, so this is a step up in level for Pedro Martinez, but it's not going to matter. Kuku should take it pretty quickly. I'd say 4 sets, but I'm not too sure. Korda did take out Seppi, like I had said. Korda's ranked 212. He's an American, I think. He's a qualifier. And he faces John Isner, who took out Benchatri, some Frenchman. Benchatri did alright, but lost in straight sets. Isner should take out Korda, just because they're both American. They probably faced each other. I'm actually not too sure if they have. I should have looked that one up. But he is ranked 212 to Isner's 21, so more than 10 times his ranking. It should be maybe close. Korda might be able to brawl a set off him, but I don't know. What's his face? Isner got... Oh, let me hold it super far away. Isner got 3 sets, so I didn't write the score down. Poop, Cam. Poop, poop, poop. That's important with the big man, because depending on how many breaks he gives up, I'm pretty sure one of the sets was 6-1, one was 6-3. Though, remembering off the top of my head. Not sure the order, but depending on how many breaks he gives up, which I don't think he gave up any, it can be pretty interesting to see how the serve is doing. He didn't have that many aces. I do remember this. He only had like 7, I think, which, if he's the big serviceman he claims he is, to only get 7 against a qualifier, yeah, no, wild card. But I think Benchetreat was ranked like 200 something. So just a weird. No, Benchetreat was one of the hundreds. Sorry. A weird match for Isner. So that's why I think Korda might be able to make it close, maybe get a set, but Isner should pull through in this one. I don't think he'll do too well in the next round, but we'll see. Then you got Kei Nishikori. I was so happy this happened. I got to watch this one too. The last 5 games maybe. But Kei Nishikori took out Dan Evans, which I'm totally fine with. I like Dan Evans. He's not that bad. He's kind of he looks like a Cockney guy, kind of one of those brawly types, and that's kind of how he plays, which is why I think he looks like that, maybe. But Kei Nishikori is a really solid player. I like watching him. He was hitting some cool drop shots, some really creative plays, like I was saying. And he is facing against Travaglia, 73 ranked player, who took out Andujar in 4. An unspecified amount of sets, I think 3. Now that I look back in my head. Doesn't matter though. Kei Nishikori in a 5-set match against Dan Evans had a couple 6-3s, maybe a 6-1 in there. So it should be close. The last set was, or one of the sets in the middle was a tiebreak, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. I didn't get to write all the bottom ones down because nice and tight at the end, so not too much space. The pen is fine, but it's not quite that fine. I'm looking into finer pens though. It's going to be interesting for the Australian in January. It's going to be fun. Anyway, we still have another match, but it doesn't really matter because we all know, oh yeah, I have Kei Nishikori beating Travaglia. It might be a 5-set match, but I got K. We have Mackie McDonald upset, kind of upset. Gerasimov, oh my goodness gracious. Diaz, Steven Diaz. Steven? I don't think I got the name right. Diaz in 4 sets. I don't even think it's an upset. Because McDonald's 212, Diaz was a qualifier. 4-6, 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. Big match for Mackie McDonald. A lot of M's in that one, MA's. Then you get, he's going against, it really didn't matter because he's playing Rafael Nadal, who took out Gerasimov in 6-4, 6-4, 6-2 sets. Games, I don't know how you'd phrase that sentence. Weird. It's going to be interesting, though, because Nadal was full-on toying with Gerasimov in maybe the first set, but I think it was the second set, where he just let Gerasimov break back and then consolidate serve. At one point, just kind of let it happen. It didn't seem like Nadal cared. He was really optimistic the whole game. And, you know, didn't give out any kind of vamos or anything. It was just kind of like, nah, oops. And then just turn it around. Still won 6-4, 6-4, 6-2. So Nadal still looks pretty good. I don't think Mackie's going to be too big of a challenge. Nishikori could be an issue. They do have some lengthy matches in the past, so it depends how. If Nishikori has another 5-setter against Travaglia, there's no chance he'll put up much of a fight against Nadal, but if he keeps it quick, well, that could be an interesting 3rd-round match. Yeah. So I have Nadal over Mackie, 3 sets. Mackie might be able to get a tiebreak, maybe? I don't think he'll be able to get much more than that. I'll do a second part of second round. Yeah. Later. Oh, wow, that is a good stretch out. Sorry, I'm on the cord. I'll do a second round, part 2 video later today after I get a nap in. and watch some of the first round matches, and probably watch a movie. I don't know what we'll watch. I made a really funny Enola Holmes joke earlier. I called her Sherlock Holmes. So, my goodness, that's not the joke. I called her Gerlock Holmes, which is incredible. So when all your friends are like, "Oh, it's Gerlock Holmes," it's me. I said that. That was Cam original. Anyway, also her name is Alone backwards, so I haven't seen the movie. I'm assuming that's gonna play in there somewhere. Just because Sherlock Holmes is all about them clues, that's a clue. Clues are everywhere. I watch Blue's Clues. I know. So that's round 2, part 1. We'll see how many days it takes. Hopefully the weather holds a little bit, so they just get this in day 1 or 1 day. But it's still 32 matches, I think. I don't know. I think so. No, 32 names, 16 matches? No, that doesn't make any sense. 32 matches. 32. No, 16 matches, Cam. Goodness gracious. They're doubled up because they're 2 names in a match. So, 16 matches tomorrow. Hopefully they all get in. But probably going to be another 3-day event, which will be cool. Be very fun. That's that. As for the outro to this video, clicky clicky bang on the table. Another song I sang Cyndi Lauper on the way in. If we heard that, I don't even know if the mic was on. Good, the mic's on now. That's exciting. I have 3 hours I could talk for with this new SD card. That's pretty exciting. What could I guess for 3 hours, I have Animal Farm nearby. I could read Animal Farm, and that'll, depending on how quickly I can read those words, it'll be pretty close. So, give me a second. Here we go.